Hi guys, Mike here from Moto. Today just do something a little different. The Sunday ride was cancelled, so I'm going to go out this afternoon and do some off-roading and get some video. But in the meantime, I just want to do a walk around. I've got a little Honda CT125. I've had it literally 5 years to the day. Been a great little bike, and just do a short review on it. I know it's not CRF, but it's related. It's a Honda and it begins with C. So yeah, let's take a look around the bike. Okay, so here we have it. This is the Honda CT125. I bought it brand new in 2021, actually 5 years ago. I've done 27,000 kilometers on it. It's been really reliable. It's never ever let me down. I've left the ignition on a few times and drained the battery flat. Luckily it's got a kickstart, so managed to get it started and the battery charged itself back up. So it's still on the original battery after 5 years, which is good for Thailand because batteries don't tend to last that long. So firstly, what have I had to replace on it since buying it in that 5 years? I think I'm on my 4th rear tyre. I had an issue with some tyres in the early days where I was getting punctures regularly, but this set of tyres, they weren't expensive, but done the job. So yeah, 4th on the rear, 3rd on the front. Then the other thing, a good one to mention actually, is the chain. So the stock chain from the factory is absolutely useless. I think I changed it after about 4 or 5 months. It just stretched unbelievably. This is the 3rd chain on it and my 2nd set of sprockets. This chain seems to be lasting out well. Again, wasn't that expensive. So other additions to the bike, I put some motor skill parts on. So we got the center rack here, which is really useful. I regularly put a bag on there, clamp it on and get my daily shopping in it, no problem. Also got the crash bars, which have been a godsend. I've dropped this a few times and they bear the brunt. So no panel damage whatsoever, just that they get scratched. I've painted them up a couple of times. And then we've got the front headlamp cover and rack. Yeah, so that again, I've dropped it and I've had scratches here and I've just blown them in. What I'd say about this rack is keep it light, so it'd be ideal for a tent, sleeping bag, or light clothing. But you don't want to overload the front end because it affects the steering. But all in all, great little bike, great fuel economy. I get about 240 kilometers to a full tank, which is about, I think it's 4 litres. So yeah, great fuel economy. I'd probably spend 150 baht a week, if that, Thai baht. So it costs next to nothing to run. Top speed is, I think the fastest I've been on it is 110 kilometers per hour. But generally I'll cruise around at 75 to 80 on the highway, or you know, A roads. If I'm in the city, I'll just buzz around. But it's a great little bike. Get in and out the city. I live about 4k from the city centre of Buriram, and this gets me in and out no problem. I can chuck stuff on the back rack. I use tie downs on here. You know, you can carry a case of beer or a box of food, whatever, parcels. Yeah, great little bike. Would I buy one again? Absolutely. But my intentions are not to sell this one. It's still rides like new, still looks new really. There's a few marks here and there. You know, the rack, when I'm carrying stuff, there's a few scratches, and that last time I dropped it, we've got some scratches there, but that's, you know, neither here nor there really. Yeah, definitely recommend it. Great bike in the city. I've taken it off-road. Okay, the tyres I've got on at the moment aren't really suited for off-road, especially if it's wet, but yeah, I've done some off-roading, nothing serious. One thing I would say about going off-road though, especially if you're standing up on the foot pegs, I have a tendency, so if I stand up on the pegs here, I end up knocking it into neutral. You only have to tap that and it goes into neutral, so you lose drive. So I think if I was doing a lot of off-roading, I would change the gear selector and get rid of this, and then I don't think you'd have that issue. But all in all, a great bike, and I would highly recommend it. Price wise, actually, believe it or not, they've come down in Thailand. I bought this 5 years ago and it cost me 93,000 Thai baht. I believe they're 85,000 Thai baht now. The reasoning behind that is to compete with all the Chinese imports, because there's a massive influx of Chinese imports, especially in Thailand. So the big boys like Honda and Yamaha have really had to look at their prices to keep control of the market. Another interesting fact, actually, Honda have got something like 80% of the scooter market share in Thailand, but you know, the Chinese importers are seeing that as a good opportunity to take control of some of that. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. As I say, great bike. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be back out later on the CRF and I'll post a video of some off-roading I planned today. So I'll say goodbye for now.